this thirsty Thursday. Well, maybe not so thirsty today because it's another rainy day here in Southern California. It just started raining right now. So, from the looks, we just stuck in the rain. It was cool in the morning. I don't know what happened. It just recently started raining right now. So I was like, fuck it. Pura pinche lluvia, carnal. Jenny, for them saying it doesn't rain in Southern California, sure been getting a lot of it. But what's the talk of the town? What's the word on the curve? What's everybody getting themselves into out there? What's cracking, Mr. Pasa? What's good, my boy? What you getting yourself into? She's raining over here right now. I thought we were gonna be cool, bro. I thought, this fucking storm came and gone, but I guess not. Well, at least it's not raining like super hard though, so fuck it. Watch it just start pouring down right now for jinxing it. Yeah, well, they said we needed the rain. Well, there you go. Shit, we got plenty of it now. I went to the interview. I hope I get the third highly. I have a feeling I won't get the job because the interview went awkward. But you just gotta have confidence, my boy. And if it doesn't come through, then it doesn't come through. Then you hit the next one. You feel me? You know what I mean? Like you shouldn't let it how could I say like break your confidence from going and seeking other places, right? Like you got to keep hitting it, right? Like don't ever think just because they shut you down that you're not qualified or nothing like that, right? It's just that they could be looking for certain things, right? And other things play factors, right? So you should never, just gotta keep grinding, One will come along the way, trust. We just gotta keep applying ourselves, and never let nothing deter you away. Chilling at home. I ate some pizza. Damn, that sounds good right now. I ordered delivered today from Papa John's a little bit. Damn, you know what? I haven't had Papa John's in a long ass time, bro. I even forgot how that shit tastes. It's like normally it's fucking pura pinche fucking Little Caesars or Pizza Hut, right? Pronto's is good too. Pronto's is chingon too. Pronto's is good. Cause there's no Pizza Loca no more. Well, I don't know. Not around this bitch. I haven't seen no Pizza Locas around this bitch. There used to be one right there in Cudahy, right? But that shit's not there no more, so. You used to get the big-ass pizza and shit, that fucking big-ass, like the size of a whole fucking table. Was it La Gigante? Was that the name of that pizza? She was chingon. That shit was cheesy as fuck, too. Greasy, too, though. I ain't gonna lie. If I don't get it all good, I still have my highly... Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, when somebody, just because you don't like the job that you're in right now, meanwhile, while you're working like that, you could be applying to other places, right? Until something better comes along the way, That way, at least you're getting feria while you're looking, you feel me? Compared to fools that quit and don't even have a jale, ready to go, you know what I mean? And then they fucked. Like, you should already have, a game plan ready to go. So then you're going to have to swallow that pride. Because you got to do what you got to do as a man. So sometimes you got to tolerate some shit, What up, Shadow? What's good? What's good, my boy? What's cracking? Derek, chilling. What up, my G? Oh, we're talking about food. Serios, because the homie right here, you say you got some Papa John's. I'm like, damn, I haven't had Papa John's in a long ass time, bro. The Papa John's right there in Huntington Park. The one, that fucking shopping center where the fucking McDonald's and all that shit's at, the AutoZone and all that. That's the only Papa John's that I know, right? The one right there in HP. Because I don't see no Pizza Loca. Oh, no, you know what? I think there is a Pizza Loca. I think there's one in Southgate, if I'm not mistaken, on Tweety. On Tweety and fucking, I think State. I think there's one right there. I'm not too sure. Yes, it's still there. No, yeah. I had seen it not that long ago. I had gotten stranded right there on Mission and Florence. No, not Mission and Florence. Where Where the 7-Eleven's at. Where's that? I forgot what street was that? Chilling on my night off from work. That's right, my boy. Getting it in, just relaxing. You look like a pizza. Oh, thank you. You're saying I look cheesy? Yeah. Or meaty? Ha. Or saucy? Ha. Can I donate a... This was funny. No. The bridge are flooded. Serio, huh? You could go surfing in them bitches right there right now. Hey, pizza shit. Oh, hey, pizza shit. Ah, I get it. It's a Mexican joke. People think they carry transfer into it, but serio. I be seeing that shit, bro. That shit flooded, and I see like fucking. There'll be like 6 cars right there stuck, bro. And it's like, if you already seen that there was fucking cars stuck right there, why the fuck did you still decide to drive through it? I don't get it. You know, you would think that would be like, all right, sabes qué? Let me, bust a bitch. Fuck that. But nah, homie's like, sabes qué? My Ramfla could make it, bro. I just gotta step on the gas hard enough. If I drive fast enough, I'll be able to drive on top of the water. Kind of like the people in the movie, kind of like the people that think like if they go off a ramp with their car, that it'll be like the movie where their car's just like, like it'll be able to soar up, right? Like, see, the thing is that people that make movies don't know how gravity works. So although you think your car's going to do that, it's not going to do that. You're going to plow to the ground. See, they don't add the weight of gravity in those scenes and stuff like that. I have seen videos where people try to attempt those kind of stunts, bro, thinking that the same shit's gonna happen to them, and it's like, bro, you're a fucking idiot. Kind of like the people that do the street enclosures, where they're doing donuts, right? And they think that they're skillful in driving, that they'll be able to not hit somebody or hit another car, right? Like they think that, nah, I'm really good at it, bro, so I know that I won't be able to hit nothing. Like, do you not know how friction works, my guy? Like, what happens when your tire starts to deteriorate and it loses its friction, bro? Your vehicle with that horsepower is going to skid in a way in which you're not even expecting, bro, because you're not going to know which way is going to skid. Nobody knows which way is going to skid. It's just going to skid, bro. But these motherfuckers think that they're intelligent enough that they got this shit in the bag or something, or they're skillful enough, and it's like, you're a fucking idiot. Like, especially the people in the middle, like, bro, move the fuck out of the middle, bro. Do you guys not go to school? Do you not learn science? Do you not know how friction works? We're talking about something with so much horsepower and losing friction. Like, fuck. This is what happens when people are uneducated. And somehow they think that they're, like, doing something. Autobot transform roll call. Serio, fuck these Decepticons. Or these, what was the other ones? The fucking beasts, the beast morphs? Or no? Beast transformers? No, that doesn't sound right. Beast forms? Beast forms doesn't sound right either. The fucking one with the animals. I don't know what that one's called. I want to say it's Beast. Watch it not even be Beast. Watch it be like Animal or something. Now I want to say it was Beast. Where the fucking animals turn into robots, which was like a stupid concept, right? Mr. Pasa, what up, my G? Who are great civil rights fighters from Mexico? Who are great civil rights fighters from Mexico? Shit, bro, we got a lot. Where do you want to start? People are acting like we don't got any. We got a gang. As a matter of fact, I talk about several of them on my channel. If you go watch the videos, you'll find several videos on them. More of the unknown ones than the more known ones. Like I already know people know about Cesar Chavez and like Pancho Villa and Emilio Zapata and people like that, right? So I tend to talk about more of the ones that people like are not really aware of, right? That way they get an idea, because they're important figures to our raza. And better part is that a majority of them more are women than men. Bro, that's how women are strong, homie. Like, you'll be surprised, like the video I did about the whole thing of the injustice that was happening to the raza in El Paso, in the border. How many people were saying that I was lying? Like, and it's like, bro, go fucking educate yourself, my guy. I literally had a fool that was right there just debating with me in my email saying, like, I don't have to look it up because I know that they wouldn't do shit like that. Like, ay nomás. Oh my God. I might go to the barber this weekend. That's right. Get nice and freshed up. Beast Wars Transformers. There you go. Simon. I like pizza with dirty socks and to give it that extra kicker. Like Bruno. I had cousins from Mexico, but came with me in my could help them. His mom might send them money. Yeah, bro, like that's what a lot of these people do. They come over here, right, and they work, right, and that money they send it back to their families in Mexico, because obviously, they're gonna make more money here than over there, right? So that's why they sacrifice, not being able to see their family and everything that they got over there, right, to come over here. That way their family can live good out there. Right, because out there you're really not gonna find much, bro. And what you are gonna find is not gonna be. They're not gonna pay you, hardly anything, right? People complain about the minimum wage here in the United States, but bro, other parts of the world, bro, have it like 1,000 times worse than us, bro. Including powerhouses like China and Japan, right? Their minimum wage is garbage too. Who would you compare to? Malcolm? I don't really like to compare, right? Because everybody's unique in their own way, like when they come, right? And what inspires them and their points of views, right? That I can't really say that, somebody's like somebody, when we're talking about important figures, like you can't say that, like let's say, Martin Luther King or Cesar Chavez, that they're the same, even though they were both, advocates and, speakers for their people and, inspired a bunch of people, but they were different, right? Like in their way of thinking, in how they approach stuff, their motives, right? So, I mean, that's what makes them them, right? Mr. Pasa here chilling. Leffy, this one. Serio, do you believe this controversy of autism comes from vaccines? No, bro. Those are just a bunch of people who like to think that every vaccine that the government tries to give you is a form of them trying to, I don't know, make you into a robot or some kind of devil worshiper, or I don't know. I heard them all, bro, but a lot of them revolve around vaccines, right? And they existed since forever, bro. These fucking conspiracies have existed since forever, and they keep saying the same thing. Watch, you're gonna see. Watch. They've been saying it since and we're still waiting, my boy. When is this grand plan supposed to happen? I have no idea. They've been saying the mark of the beast and the chip one. They've been saying that one since as long as they can remember, bro. And we're still right here waiting, seeing people have lived and died already. And I don't know when this grand plan is going to go into motion, right? I'm just saying, people just don't like the unknown, right? And so they come up with their own, it's paranoia. A lot of people like to think of more negativity than positivity, right? Like, they don't have no grand plan or no grand scheme. They're just greedy, dirty, slimy, dirtbag individuals, bro. Right? There's no other grand master plan to it. It's just that fool's a piece of shit. They're all pieces of shit type of people, bro. Right? But that doesn't mean that they're all connected or all united or like these fucking demonic beings. Nah, they're just pieces of shit people. They're just greedy, shameless people, bro, that exist all throughout the world. You would like to think that they were all connected and there must have been a group of them and somehow they're coming from... Nah, but there's just a lot of dirtbags in this planet. Plain and simple. Yeah, that guy, that's good. Same thing with Bros and Sonic the Hedgehog, even Pink Panther. Dun 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 dun. Nah, but Sonic will beat Pink Panther and Mario. My cousin went back to motherland last December. He's gonna come back to work. Orale, he went over there. What to like? He lives over there. Shit. People like died just to come over here. I don't see why they would die to go back. And like, it's a trip that you gotta grow fast in Mexico to provide. Yeah, bro. You know what I mean? Shit's grimy over there. Like, a lot of people take the freedoms of the United States for granted. Right? Now, don't get me wrong. Doesn't mean that people shouldn't complain or shouldn't, advocate for stuff to be better, right? Because just because a place is worse than where you're at doesn't mean that you shouldn't complain or that it should be allowed or people should let it slide. No, I hope you know what blacks and Mexicans, Cuban, Asians, and so on, we are the same people. How can we get together against our... Yes, we are all the same. As a matter of fact, I have like several videos on this channel talking exactly about that, bro. Talking and saying the exact same thing, bro. I think you'll find them interesting if you peep them out. You'll find a video that says that we're all the same right on my channel, right? And it has, I think, like different color arms, banding together, right? I talk about that there, right? But yeah, I feel you. I guess this. But see, here's the thing about me, though. I'm not religious, so, yeah. I don't have nothing against it or nothing like that, right? But since I'm not religious, right, so I don't really go based off of, what the Bible says, right? Nothing against, those who love the Bible and read the Bible, more power to you, right? I'm just more of a man of science, right? Hey, what up? My name is... Hey, well, welcome to the channel. The reason why my cousin went back is he doesn't want to lose his visa. He went back through the process and hoping that the United States citizen, his life. All right. I feel you. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know what you mean. Yeah. Also, he's still young. Orale. Okay, so he's still trying to, see what's up. He's going to school or he's just working or what's up? I'm not religious either. The Bible is a book of history and also great philosophy, right? But how can I say? I don't like. There's a lot of stuff. I don't want to say that because then I'm gonna offend people. It's because like I don't want to make it seem like I'm putting down people that read the Bible or believe in the Bible and stuff like that, right? So, I just have my beliefs, right? But yeah, I get what you mean though. It's great. It's full of a lot of great philosophy, a lot of great history, right? a lot of facts, but it does, in my personal opinion, it does tend to have a lot of, folklore to it, in my personal opinion, right? And a lot of deception, and I see too much of man's fingerprints on it, right? Like I see too much of man's emotions and man's fingerprints all throughout it, right? That it just I can't, how can I say, I can't help but to be skeptical, right? You know, about it, right? Just because I see a whole lot of manipulation as well, right? And, you know, I don't know, just a whole lot of hypocrisy as well, right? Take God out of the Bible, and it's really a book to teach us how to come together by following. No, and that is one of the reasons why I praise the Bible, and why I tell people that, I got nothing against people, because it does teach you a lot of good lessons, a lot of good morals, a lot of good way of how to carry yourself, right? A lot of great philosophy, pues, right? On how to view life and how to carry yourself, right? And I agree with you 1,000 on that, right? That's why I don't understand when people other people try to, talk shit to those who read it, or like, go in on them, right? And it's like why, bro? Like, everyone needs, a little bit of help in this world. Like, there ain't nothing wrong if that's where they grab their inspiration to, keep them, going. Then why are you gonna tear them down for that? Or why are you trying to strip that away from them? You know what I mean? So I get what you're coming from. This is a country of opportunity. Yeah, it is, right? Or it was, or that's his father 2 years and he has no memory. Damn, that's scandalous. That's crazy. The Bible is the greatest book ever written. Yeah, it's good. It's good, right? In my personal opinion, I actually prefer the work of Friedrich Nietzsche, right? I actually prefer that when it comes to overall, if we're talking about like philosophy and stuff like that, right? I just have more of how can I say, my point of views and my thoughts lined up more with Friedrich Nietzsche, right? And that's probably why I gravitate to his work more than, like, let's say, anybody else, right, out there. Even though there's a lot of great, out there that have written great stuff, right? Tony is one time said people who say the Bible is man-made, but everything else taught in school is man-made. Oh, does he say that? That's why he doesn't read the Bible? Well, just because something's man-made, that doesn't mean that it doesn't have no, like, good lessons or good morals, or you can't take nothing, or that you can't take something from it, right? That doesn't make sense. Like, my problem with stuff is just like promising people's stuff, right? Like playing into people's, how could I say, emotions and fantasies, right? That they'll be able to live forever, and that this place exists where, everyone's peace and harmony. You'll finally be reunited with all your loved ones. It's the promise of all of this, right? And just, alluding to it. I just have a problem with that, right? I just have a, like you're promising people if they do good, they'll be rewarded with this, but like, I don't know. That just that doesn't sit right with me. I feel like you're lying to people, right, just to get them in line, right? And that's not cool either, right? And at the same time, I get it why people would want to believe that. I mean, like, that sounds lovely. I mean, who wouldn't want that? You know what I mean? Like, shit. That would be the best, right? But, just there's no evidence for that, right? No evidence to support that, so. Not only that, but also the people. There's some people out there that grab the word, right, and somehow they give their own twist to it. They think that they're better than people that don't go to church, right? And they think that they have the right to critique and to, insult other people who don't, and think that they make no mistakes, and that, you know what I mean? Just because they go to to church and read the book, right? But they don't actually live what they're preaching or what they're learning, at least, right? That's just like I have a problem with that, right? Like, don't think that you're better, right? Like, as a matter of fact, if you're reading that book, I don't understand how you could actually view life the way you're viewing it, in my personal opinion, right? Like, everything you're literally doing right now is like the opposite of what that book is actually supposed to show you. But it is what it is. Most people don't understand the Bible. It says that if we get to the same page, at the same time, we will run. Don't worry. Why? No, we want to run home. I don't believe in the devil to Los Hombres. Yeah, I don't believe in the devils or demons. I believe in man, right? I believe man could achieve anything that man sets his mind to, right? I believe everything that we have accomplished has been, our hard work, right? And, everything that's, in you, right? You have the potential in you to be great and to do anything you want, right? If you just assert yourself, right? So I believe it's all within man, right? And I believe man is naturally good. I believe humanity is naturally good. I believe that we are good, right? Because a majority of society views things a certain way. That's how we know when somebody's doing something bad or that something like that is wrong, right? Because we all view it like that because we all feel some type of way. Showing that a majority of society feels, emotions, empathy, and all that, right? So showing that a majority of society, is good, good people, I guess you could say, right? Compared to obviously you're going to have, those who are the opposite, right? And that's just like, yeah, like with the evil in the world, right? You just have some people that are bitter and, dirtbags and scumbags, right? But it comes with the game of life, right? Like, you're going to have good people, you're going to have bad people. Right, but I don't believe that there's something out there that makes these people bad. Like, let's say, like an evil entity, right? It's just that, there's some people that are just, weren't brought up right, and they could truly be the monsters of the planet, right? Because there's been people that have done some of the most, gruesomest and scandalous and heinous things, that man could even think of, right? I mean, just think of all the horror movies you have watched and all the ways that people have been killed and mutilated and all the ideas that you see like in horror movies, right? That see all this, crazy killings and all that. This was all thought by man. Man created this. Man created all these ideas for all these torture methods and, and all the way for people to be dying. And this is all being thought of by man. Even the stories you're reading has all been thought by man, meaning these ideas exist within man, right? That's the part that people are scared of, right? That this could potentially be any of us, right? And that, it could be your brother, your neighbor, your sister, your cousin, your father, that anybody could potentially be these monsters that exist, right? That's why people try to distance themselves as much as possible, right? By saying that it must be the devil or demons or whatever. They don't want to think that, that kind of stuff could happen to them or somebody they know or, they just want to divert the problem as far away from them as possible. That's why they try to find the most, differences they have with somebody, right? Compared to like, this shit could be anybody, right? Because that's a scary thought. And that's something that people are not comfortable, that people could be pushed to the breaking point to do some of these things, right? So I understand why people think of this and that. The truth of the matter is that there's good people out there and there's just bad people out there, right? So you always got to be on your toes. Yes, I heard of Jesus Christ. How's that evidence for an afterlife? Look, the reason why, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying any of this to try to convince people to see it from my point of view, right? But for people to get an idea, perspective from my point of view, right? You're talking about a loving, a person who's the most loving person on the planet, right? God, right? Who loves all his children, right? He's the father of all of us. He loves all his children. He's the greatest, and the most lovingest person on the planet, and whatever that exists, whatever. right? But then you have all these, natural disasters and people dying on a day-to-day, people getting raped, people getting, chopped up, kidnapped, tortured. You have all these fucking natural, like I said, natural disasters and all these people dying on a day-to-day. And this is the loving father? Like, I don't, if you're a father, you would understand from my perspective. I would never let anything bad happen to my child, bro. You know what I mean? I would do whatever it takes to keep my child safe and protect my child, right? So I have a heart, just knowing how human behavior works, right? Somebody who would just let their child get raped or killed or chopped up or whatever, that's just not the loving person that people are describing. Like everything that you're describing, but what we actually live and see on a day-to-day is the complete opposite of each other, bro. Like, it's not the same thing. So he's either the worst person on the planet or people are just making this shit up. In my personal opinion, just going based off of how everything works, right? Like, I don't see how you could justify, you having the power to create something and stop something, and you're just going to allow all this shit to happen, right? It doesn't make any sense if he's supposed to be this loving being that people claim he is. Right? And then not only that, but just the whole other stuff, right, that comes along with the whole church and, but then I'm not going to get into all of that, right? Because then I know that there's a difference between, believing in God and then religion and church in itself and all that, right? But most people that want to make the defense, right, they're a part of that, right? So that's why it's attached to it. That's why it's kind of hard just to dismiss all of that as well, right? My tia, I think she's a good person because I know church doesn't. Yeah. Not to get you into eternal life, but think about it. A lot of people actually wrote their own stories in the book, so that's we can get. But that's the thing, though. Like these people, wrote these stories and everything like that, right? But let's just say, who's to say that I was to write some stories right now, right? Why? And people will read my shit and they'll call me a liar. Why? I have no idea. What's the difference from this and that, right? What they did and you did, right? Like you don't know that to be facts either, right? But you're gonna believe their word, but you're not gonna believe my word when I'm telling you the same thing, right? You know. And if there's something, and the reason why I just am skeptical, right, is because if we go based off of human behavior, right, I mean, humans have been known to lie and make up and exaggerate and all this and that, right? Not only that, but we also have to put into factors that a lot of stuff, a lot of people weren't uneducated before, right? So we didn't have the knowledge that we have nowadays, right? So let's just say these miracles or certain things that they were seeing, right, could have just been stuff that they just weren't able to comprehend at the time or just didn't understand at the time, right? But not to say that there was something, it's just in my perspective, right? What's good with good YouTube person stuff. You're good. Then Hitler's good. So who's good? Yeah, but see, Hitler's good wasn't good though. Hitler was full-blown delusional. Hitler was a part of. Depending on if you're involved in just watching. I like that. Did you ever believe in God at one point when you were young? No. I'm just somebody who just like, I need evidence and facts, bro. And if there's nothing to support it, if anything, everything just, shows it not to be true, then I'm just like, event is about to happen. Good Friday. Oh, no, but don't get me wrong. I'm not bashing those who believe in it and those who, hey, that's good. However people want to spend their time and, do. I got nothing against it. Hey, respects to everybody, and and everything like that. I'm not one of those who's like, nah, you fools are believing the stupid and blind. Nah, you know what I mean? Like, I got nothing against the joy it brings in people, right? And the strength, and I could only applaud it for that, right? I think that that's a good thing, right? I'm not going to strip people away from that. I'm not one of these people that want to come and strip that away from people, or say that they're believing that. I'm just saying that these are just my opinions and my perspective. That's it. Nobody's got to believe it or see it from my point of view. Shit, I could potentially be wrong. You know what I mean? This is just the way I see it, though. I'm not saying that I'm right and you're wrong, right? I'm just saying that, in my opinion, this is just how I view it, right? Like, so you could potentially be right and I'm wrong, right? We'll truly never know until the day comes that, it's time to, leave this place or whatever, right? He said it makes sense for God. Yeah, that's how I'm seeing it too, bro. Like, that's exactly how I'm reading it. I'm good. I love Jesus, but I can't help but to feel some people don't deserve the air in their lungs. Yeah, yeah, bro. Yeah, facts, right? But then again, that could be our own, ego, or however people want to see it, right? Our own bad behaviors, right? Getting the best of us. Why we see it that way, right? But we just can't help it, right? I mean, it is what it is, though. They call it free, bro. That's good, my boy. You know what I mean? Like, and keep loving them. Keep doing whatever makes you happy, carnal. You feel me? Let nobody take that away from you. Like, if that's what makes you happy, then I send mine. Because people, oh man, made from my friend. Facts. I believe that too. Religion and all that is man-made. Yeah, facts, bro. And man has motives, bro. Man has motives. Man just doesn't do stuff just out of the kindness of his heart and just because, right? Man, 9 times out of 10, it's, they have motives, and, in my personal opinion, though, just from what everything history has taught us, it has taught us that, people do shit for their reasons and their reasons why. Right? There's more evidence showing that than anything else. MC Shadow, show me how to lie. You're getting better all the time. I'll give you classes, my boy. You already know. I could give you an appointment Saturday or Sunday. Which one? We can fit you in there. I give you the art of the lie. It's only a special plan that I give to those who I see worthy of the of telling the fibs. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it was just getting good, but my break's already over, so we got to get back to it, homie. Just when I wanted to dive in, right? But hey, this was a good conversation, and I appreciate, chopping it up with you guys on all this, right? These are kind of topics that I like to go into, so this was cool. But we out.